Yo, YouTube, what's going on with y'all, man? Look, so it's your boy Elijah B. I'm back at y'all with another video. And also, as always, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And so for today, I'm gonna be talking to y'all about, for the fourth time in a row, damn near, Jobs or Slavery, Part 4. So, this is damn near probably gonna be my last video or my last time ever talking about jobs or slavery. I might or might not make more videos in the future about it, but this is probably gonna be my last and final video on this topic. But I'm about to dive straight into it. So how come these companies and these jobs that we all have to slave for have all this money, time, and energy to invest into their company, to advance the company and to make it better and to do whatever the hell they want to gain more profit or organization for their business, but they can't ever like give none of that to the employees? I don't understand that. But obviously companies and businesses, or people who own the businesses that we have to slave for and work for, they're doing it because, well, obviously in order to keep their business like functioning and to keep their business running and being successful, they have to do that. That's part of the reason why they do that. But then it's like why can't they give none of this energy towards the employees and the people who actually have to put up with it and have to maintain and have to deal with it? Like, how come every time there's an event or every time there's like a very big holiday, they have all this money, time, and energy to decorate their businesses or make their businesses look better or to do something big for the business, but they don't ever do nothing big for the employees? Like, paying the employees more so they can keep up with the inflation, because I don't know how they can put all this money, time, and energy into their businesses and all that, but they can't put none of it into the employees and at least help them out or pay them more, so that way it can be much easier for them, or it can be like less stressful for the employees and all that. Because whenever you go to a job and all that, like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all that these managers and these jobs, bro, they're fake as hell. Oh, we're a family. Oh, we love him. We love you. And okay, we're family, and you love me so much. Why don't you love me enough to pay us more so that way we can keep up with the inflation? Why don't you love us enough to put your money, your time, and energy into us? They don't give a fuck about us, but they're so quick to sit here and put up in front like they actually care about you and we're a family. Like, we're not a family. Because when people love you, they'll do whatever it takes to help you or support you. But these jobs won't. They're not gonna do what it takes to help you. They're not gonna do what it takes to support you. They're just gonna keep raising the prices and not paying you anything and expecting you to sit around and just be cool with it. But then when people slowly begin to get sick of it, or when people begin to get irritated or fed up with it, they have the nerve or the balls to sit around and, what's wrong with people? Why don't people want to work? Why are people this? Why are people that? But it's like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all created the problem, but then y'all can't take the higher ups. They created these problems, but then they can't take the consequences of the problems that they created. Y'all, the higher ups, y'all don't get upset now because y'all started it, but now y'all can't take the consequences of your actions. Because actions have consequences. They shouldn't be doing shit if they know that it's gonna backfire on them badly, or if it's gonna backfire in a very negative way. Because think about this. How come every time the higher ups or every time the government does something, I mean, let's be real, most people are bots and most people are followers, so whatever the government says or does, most people are gonna go along with it. But then people like me, or people who are similar to me and who are watching this video, we're not with this shit. This is some bullshit. We're against it. We're not standing for this shit. So while most people, they'll just go along with it or just do whatever the government says and they'll go along with it. But people like me, I'm not going along with it. I'm against it all the way, 100%. But with all these problems that the higher ups create, they want us to sit here and be grateful for that. I mean, think about it. This is why a lot of people don't want to work no more, because then it's like you're fighting the same battle and you're always like living like your life in this loop or whatever. And it's like, who wants to wake up and do wash, rinse, repeat all the damn time just to get the exact same outcome and then not really gain anything out of it? Because at the end of the day, people tell you to go get a job because it's supposed to help you solve your problems. But at the end of the day, you end up solving somebody else's problems and appeasing the next man. And then at the end of the day, you didn't get anything out of it. All you did was waste your time pleasing this person and doing what this person wanted, and you didn't really get shit or really gain nothing from it. But hey, I guess these old heads, like, they love it. They're so quick to complain about it, but then how come when people from Gen Z, or people who are similar to me, or people who are in my age group, if we complain about it, if we're against it, then they're just gonna tell us that we're being ungrateful or that we're wrong for being against it. Even they're against it, but when they complain, it's somehow okay. But when we do it, we're wrong for it. Let that make sense to you. And if you think about it, this is why a lot of men and also women have like low energy, low confidence. They don't, like, you know what I'm saying? It's why a lot of people, like, think about it. How come most Americans, they work home? Like, just think about it. If you work, you get your paycheck, and then, okay, now you gotta pay rent, bills, and taxes, food, or whatever necessities, or whatever little vices or bad habits that you like to spend your money on, and then you end up broke, sitting at home with nowhere to go or nothing to do, and now you gotta wait 1 to 2 more weeks to get one paycheck. But then I've said this in probably one of my jobs with slavery videos, that how come people who don't work a traditional 9 to 5 seem to have all this energy, they have all this confidence? Because what's the point of working a job and going through all this if you have low energy, low confidence, and you don't have enough money to really go out and do anything, or to really go out and live a life? Like, people, you know what I'm saying? People like us, we don't want to spend our lives working just to end up broke and just sitting in the house with nowhere to go or nothing to do. Isn't that the point of having a job? It's supposed to solve your problems or whatever. But that's also another thing. Jobs don't solve your problems. They don't. They either make them worse, or you end up stuck in the exact same problem. Like, you always end up stuck in the exact same spot, and you're not moving forward, and you're not moving back either. For example, I'm gonna be self-centered. I'm gonna be self-indulgent. I'm gonna talk about me for a second. So how come every time I have a problem, or how come every time I have something going on, go get a job, go get a job? Nigga, getting a job is not gonna fix your problems. Getting a job is not gonna change. Is not gonna deal with your physical. It's not gonna help. It's not gonna help you with your physical health or your mental health. So whatever physical or mental health issues that people have, it either might get worse, or you might just be stuck with it, or you might be just dealing with the exact same problems and still be stuck in the exact same thing. I don't really see the point of having a job if you're still stuck in a loop and all that, of being broke and dealing with these physical and mental health issues, or dealing with the exact same problems and just dealing with the exact same issues. Because isn't that the illusion and the ideology that society gives us? That if you go get a job, all your problems are gonna magically just disappear. But they don't. They don't. Society, and since we're being real, I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it a bird with y'all niggas real quick. Society creates 99.9% of the problems that it has, but then the government and the higher ups want to sit there with the question mark flying over their head. Gee, what's wrong? Why is all this bad stuff happening? Hey, y'all created it, not y'all, but they created it. They can do all this stuff, but they can't deal with the smoke, and they can't deal with the consequences of their own actions. Because obviously most people, they're going to go along with whatever happens, or whatever the government says or does, or whatever new regulation or whatever happens. But then there's a very small percentage of people that are against it. But you want to know the I'm not trying to be overly negative or overly pessimistic or anything, but you want to know what the negative part about that is? We're outnumbered. So people like me, there's plenty of people like me who have a similar mindset to me and have similar feelings that I have. And unfortunately, we're outnumbered by these bots and these old heads and all these people that keep promoting it and keep on pushing the agenda that they're trying to push onto us. But then it's we're supposed to sit here and be content with this, but then You know what I'm saying? This is why like a lot. This is why people like This is why I said in my job is like part 1 video. How many people have jobs but they have all kinds of physical or mental health issues? Being obese, being overweight, being very obese, I guess. Being stressed out, depression, anger, low energy, depression, low confidence, lack of energy, lack of just lack of I guess life in that person. Like I'm not spiritual, but I can I have a high. I feel like I have like a slightly higher sense of consciousness than most people. Not all people, but most people. And sometimes like when I go to a job or if I go to like a grocery store, I can look at people's eyes and I can look at their face and their body language and they look out of it. They look very depressed and they look very just out of it. They're just like they're just gone. What's the point of having a job? You got people walking around here looking like damn near lifeless zombies. Like I've seen plenty of people and they always look like they're high, they always look like they're like slumped over and tired and all that shit. And I don't talk about people, but I'm gonna talk about my friend. I have a friend out here. I'm not gonna put names into it or anything, but I have a friend who has a job and all that, but all he eats is Oreos and Hot Pockets. That's terrible. What the fuck? Dude, you're telling me that you have a job and all you can eat is fucking Oreos and Hot Pockets? That's awful. That's terrible. What's the point of having a job if you can't actually afford to eat a good diet and actually live like a healthy lifestyle and all that? Isn't that the point of having a job? Like you're telling me that my friend has a job and all you can eat is Oreos and Hot Pockets, bro? That's not healthy. Because you know what they say, a job will send you to the grave quicker than dinner or anything else. I mean, think about it. How come most Americans get off work, they go home, and they have to be high or intoxicated just to it's kind of like a cool down for them. Like I remember back when I used to smoke weed and all that, I would go home, I would roll a fat ass blunt, smoke it, get high, and I'm done for the day. But some people got to do what they got to do to cope in order to get by. And I'm actually going to make a video. My next video I'm going to make is going to be about drugs and alcohol and why people are on it and why people use it and why some people are actually hooked on it. Or I'm not gonna spoil the next video for y'all. But that's pretty much about it. I said everything I needed to say. I'm not gonna talk for too long like I did in all my other videos. I just wanted to talk to y'all real quick and just give you just go in depth and just talk more about it. I'm done. It's your boy Elijah B. Peace out. For the second time, like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gone. Peace.